Hello guys, welcome to technical drawing class. I want to take you a topic on orthographic, majorly the first and the on technical drawing orthographic, talking about first angle and third angle projection. So the two methods of projection according to British standard is first angle and third angle. So the first angle projection is a traditional British system of projection, while the third angle is an American projection. Now you have to understand this, and if you want to start graphic projection, that in your projection you understand your mathematics. In mathematics we are taught four quadrants, so you shows that you are going to need the knowledge of your four quadrants in this. Now each quadrant has two principal plane of projection and its boundary. You have the vertical plane, you have the horizontal plane, and you have the what the side vertical plane. So you have to understand this very well in your four quadrant knowledge you have in your mathematics. You have something like this, which you will draw into four. You have this is a point, this is a view, this is a view, and this is another view. So this is first, second, and third quadrant. You are going to apply over here. And looking at this diagram, so I want to draw this diagram to explain how you have your side view, your horizontal, that's your horizontal vertical plane, which is and your horizontal plane and your vertical plane, and how you should understand your side view and your plan and your front view. Now if you have this arrow here, it shows that this place is your front view. So this place will be your front view, then this one automatically becomes the side view. Then you have the plan. The plan is what you look from up, this up part, the plan, that's the plan. So this is the plan. Now if you have your arrow this way, let's say this is B, then it shows that this place is your what? It's your front view. Then this is going to be your side view. Then you have your plan. Your plan is always the same, but the difference between your first angle projection and your third angle projection is how you place your plan. But you have to understand the concept first before we begin to talk about on that. So I want to use this diagram to show you how you view an object from the side view, from the front view, and how you draw them out, how you trace them from a typical diagram like what you see here. So this place to this place is AB and it's 30 mm. This to this is C, 20 mm. This to this is DC, 10 mm, 10 mm. You have from F to H is the same thing as what? 20. You have from A to F is 30 mm. So this is the diagram. I'm going to draw this and use it as an example. So let's proceed. I started already. I draw my straight line. I'll be using two instruments majorly here. That's my set square and my T square. This is your set square you use that has 30 and 60. And this is your T square. You have to use these two instruments. Very important. So what I did initially was to draw a line and draw a line, you see. And I come over here, I draw this line out. That's my 30. And I turn to the other side, I draw out my 30. Then I measure, I draw out my 30 this way, this other side. Then I measure from this point to this point, I measure 30, which is in alignment with what you have here. That is a 30 millimeter. I want to draw that diagram, and I've done that. And the next thing is that I want to measure my 30 vertically. So I'll measure from here to this point. I will have 30. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you have 1, 2, 3. So this is 30 vertically. Now from that point, those are the points I'm going to draw out. This is 30 vertically. You just use faint lines. You don't need to use, because this is projection, You don't need to thicken your lines. You use faint lines for all of your drawing, then you thicken it later. Now, from that point, I'm going to draw out from this point. I've measured 20 here, which is 20 from this side to this side. This side to this side is 20. So this is 20 mm, and I'm going to draw a vertical line up, which you have to be careful. Your lines must be straight. You have to hold firm your T-square and your set square. So you draw. Then I will draw this two up. So you begin to see things going on in this place now. I'm going to measure out my angle. That's my distance between this place to this place is what? Is 15. I can measure that out here. 1.5 centimeter. And this point, from this point to this point is what? Is 20. I'm going to measure that here also out. Now, as you can see, so if I want to thicken the lines, I'm going to measure from that point. I'm going to measure 10. This is 10. From this point to this point is 10. I'm going to measure it out from this point. Now let me thicken the lines a little so that you can understand what I'm drawing, so that it do not look as if I'm just drawing lines. So that you can appreciate the drawing. Now, with this, I can continue with my drawing to explain more, but let me be sure this is 30. So that's 30. So I'm right. So let's proceed. So from this, I want to draw out this point, which I have here, which is from this point to this point is 10, and from this point to this point is 15. So let's go back to this point. You know this is 15 if I'm right. Yes, it's 15. Now let's draw out the other point. Now, if I'm to draw this, I'm going to draw out this 10 from this point. 10 from this point to this point is 10. Then I'm going to draw out 10. 10 is from here to this place. 10 again. Plus. I will draw out this. This is also 10 mm. I'll measure out 10 mm again. Then I'll draw out this point to join this other point. You can see that automatically it joins the two together. Then from this now, so I'll draw out this line to touch this, thicken the line. Then I'll draw out this line to touch this. I have to thicken the line. So this is my diagram. I'm done with it. actually. So I'm just trying to take in the lines. Now, so having done this diagram as you have here, I want to now show you how this one is applicable, the side view, the plan and the front view, how you can get it from this. So let me project out all these lines you have. I want to project out these lines one by one. You see, for those that I did not project out initially, for some I was doing it. I'm done for this. Now for this. So this is what I'm going to use. This you see here is what I'm going to use to show you the how you have your side view, how you have to picture it out while drawing, so that I'm doing this for beginners in a technical drawing, so you can understand properly what it means, side view. Now look at this. Just imagine that your plan is down here. Imagine your vertical view, vertical plane is here, and imagines that your side vertical plane is here. Now, so the first thing I will do now is to just pick a point just downward here. Now, here I'm going to apply this same principle of drawing. I want to draw out the plan. So, still working. You would actually see that I'm having my plan coming out naturally already. The plan is being drawn out. Now you discover that I'm just joining lines. That's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to join lines. If you measure the distance between this point and this point should be 1 centimeter accurately. So if I don't mention and I join, I know you will imagine how did I get it, but actually I'm just joining lines. That's what I'm doing here now. Now you discover that you have your plan view pictured here. That's picture in this diagram, but you may not actually agree, but by the time I begin to thicken the lines, you will see what I'm saying plainly. Let me thicken this line so that you can see it. So in your plan, these are the things you will see. This is this point, this section, this other section is what you are seeing here, this other section is what you are seeing here. So this is your plan. This is your plan, and on this plane is your horizontal plane. Let me draw out your horizontal plane so that you can see from this point. This is your horizontal plane. This is your horizontal plane. I'm drawing out your horizontal plane here. Yes, so you see this point which I will take in is your horizontal plane. This is your horizontal plane. These points, you see, I'm drawing the side so that you can actually see them clearly. This plane is your horizontal plane. So this is your horizontal plane. Now, I want to show you how to draw your vertical plane. That's where you show maybe your front or your side, depending. Now, and that is, I'm starting with this. Sorry. Now you discover that these points are projections from this one to this point, this to this, this to this, this to this, and this to this. Now from that point I want to project out this way. I want to project out from this place this way. I'm starting from the last point here. I'm projecting out. Then I will measure from this point to this point, which is 15. This is 15, but for this other side, you know, if you are seeing it from this side view, you are going to see this place complete. Definitely you are going to see this. You are going to see this, this, and this. So I want to measure, I'll first measure from this place to this place, which is 30. I'll measure my 30 out. From this point, that is 1, 2, 3. That's my 30. I've measured out my 30, and I'm going to measure that 30 from here to this place is also 30. I'm going to measure it out also here now, 30. 1, 2, 3. This is 32. This point is 30. So now I'm going to show this diagram. That's from this point to this point is 20. I'm going to draw it here. Measure that 20. This is 1, 2. You can see at this point, this is 20. Normally, if I don't measure and I'm just drawing, you'll be surprised. How am I getting this thing? So I have to explain. And this other point, from this point to up, will be 10. This point to this point. Now you can see vividly from this diagram that this point is your front elevation or your side elevation, depending, which is your vertical plane. I'm trying to draw out your vertical plane. From this now, I can just project that this should be my vertical plane. The whole of this could actually be my vertical plane. I'll come from this point and show you my vertical plane. Let me show you perfectly my vertical plane. So you see, this is the vertical plane here. You have my vertical plane here. You have, okay, let me extend this out so that you can understand better. I want you to understand better. Of course, if this is my vertical plane, then I should be ready to make my horizontal plane to move from here to somewhere here. Now, so the whole of this point can be regarded as my vertical plane. All of these planes you are seeing now, this is the vertical plane. Vertical plane.